So how about this for field position after 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. 44 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep.
Murray fighting, lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. This is Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Oh.
2nd down. Murray sets to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All right, work with me, partner. This is the classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go to Elliott again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where
it looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Able to fight through one tackle. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now the offense heading back out there. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a two-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it to Williams.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. You better be afraid.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught here by Bell. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Set, ready. 54. Pittsburgh, go. Come on. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I'm coming.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just did one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
A first down carry by Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Yeah, baby.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Prescott to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second and a couple. Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Murray, he's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check pass, check pass.
They're going for it. It's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about sleep?
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8-up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 13, 44 seconds to go. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You ain't
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he fakes. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team,